Could I begin by acknowledging the traditional owners and thank them for their strong and continuing stewardship. Abbess, all of the venerables that are here today, Arthur and all of your team, I know the volunteers have done so much. South Bank was wonderful, taking Buddha to the people, but today I think we've seen the people will come to Buddha here. I know that because the parking went back to about Sunnybank. So thank you to all the volunteers that made that possible, and Abbess on this perfect parcel of peace in Priestdale. It's wonderful that this can be the focus today, even if it is COVID that's made it possible. Minister Linnard, Corinne and all the state representatives, to the mayors, I should turn to Brisbane because I live in Brisbane first, but I know and to all the councillors that are here as well, and the community leaders, so many people, and both inside and outside. I know that we weren't able to gather in person last year, and sorry, Edward, I should have mentioned you as well, Edward, and all the diplomatic opportunity to see this wonderful, wonderful event. To all of the volunteers that have made this possible, I really enjoy this festival. It is a wonderful event. And I know how important it is, as mentioned by the Premier and by Leanne, in terms of our multicultural community and our multi-faith community. It is something particularly needed in this time of COVID. We've learned a lot in the last year. We've learned a lot about ourselves, about our friends, and the world that we live in. And most importantly, we've learned not to take a single moment for granted and to be ready for the unexpected. And I think this ties in nicely to the theme mentioned by the Abbess, faith and legacy. During this past year, many of us have had to hold on to or to rediscover our faith to help us get through the challenges that a health pandemic brings to us as individuals and to us as a community. And as mentioned by Minister Linnard, I do particularly refer to our friends in India in these trying times and the Middle East. We've had to maintain our trust in the science to try and beat this pandemic, and to maintain our faith in humanity to make sure that everyone globally receives a vaccination against this virus. Our legacy will be how humanity deals with this global pandemic. Did it bring out the best in all of us? The 8 tenets, as mentioned by the Mayor of Logan, did it bring out the best in all of us? And did we do what was needed to be done for the benefit of the many and not just the few? Perhaps a question for the Abbess and the Venerables, or for Buddha himself. We'll find the answer to these questions in years to come. Let us hope that we'll be proud of how Australia, Queensland, the world, humanity comes together to help those who are not in a position to help themselves. Happy Buddha's birthday.